Hey, we're here with Mac Allen, and your film was Origin Story.
That's correct. Yeah.
Uh, how did you go about coming up with doing this documentary idea?
So Origin Story was my thesis film,
Okay.
and I filmed my thesis during COVID. So I had to kind of reinvent the wheel, do something a little different. And ever since I was a kid, I've always loved comic books. That's been like my big thing. I started going to Comic Con when I was age 9, and I still go to this day. So it's a huge part of my personality and who I am. And we have this awesome shop in Madawan called The Geekery that does a lot for the community, but I felt like it wasn't getting enough recognition for its own, especially during COVID when they went above and beyond for their customers and the community.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a really interesting story, especially with um, the brothers who run the shop. They lost their father to COVID. So I wanted to kind of talk about not only being a small business during COVID, but adding the faction of being a comic book store and losing a loved one. So I think it's a really important story for that reason.
Absolutely. Yeah. You see it all the time with during COVID, everything, but comic book shops. It's not easy to keep them open these days.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah. So you did it during COVID times for your thesis. Are you all done now?
I am all done with school. Yes, I got done in last May, and I've been working ever since, doing part film stuff, part big boy job stuff. So I'm just trying to keep my head above water at this point.
Yeah, it's not easy. So, have you shown the film? Have you been able to show the film at any film festivals so far, or because like you
Um,
see online or something like that?
we did a screening for at Ithaca for the theses, but
Okay.
I haven't really gotten a chance to otherwise because I've just been so busy with everything else. This is like the
Yeah.
first time in months I felt like I can sit down and just breathe and do the things I want again.
Mhm.
But I'm really grateful it got accepted, and I hope I can bring not only more attention to how serious this thing still is, but also how important small businesses are, especially the ones who did not make it during COVID, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot, and a lot didn't, and it's just a real shame. But so, are they still? They're still going. The comic book shop still.
Yes, they did. They
Yeah.
they actually moved to a bigger location, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's right down the corner. They have like a whole like glass room now of like collectibles and stuff, which is amazing. Um,
Yeah.
it was it
I don't know
was a
that.
little
I don't know where they were because I do go to Madawan quite often. I
mhm.
was trying to figure out where it was exactly. I used to live
They're
in
in.
Madawan actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They are kind of on the downtown area, down on Main Street.
Okay. I used to live over by Big Ed's, and I still go to Maloney's over there.
Got
So I'm
you. I
still.
drive past Big Ed's every day on my way to work,
Yeah, I was
so I
there
know I'm
for a
going the
little
right way.
bit. And then the old movie theater there is now a brewery.
Yeah, I tried going to their they have movie nights sometimes. I tried
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
one, but they sell out so fast.
yeah. We
It's
did a Clerks one there one time. We did Clerks there, and we had people
mhm,
from Clerks either via online because it was still COVID, so they were like
mhm.
via online, and we had a few people there.
That's
But
awesome.
it was yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it's a really cool place, and at least they could do something with that area with that place. So I used to go see movies there all the time.
I saw I saw so many movies there growing up, and I think the last movie I saw there was like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and then
yeah. So it lasted that long, so it was around until then. Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know when they closed down that and the Eli
I didn't
Bagels
either.
just
I came back from school one day and it was
gone.
not open, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And Eli Bagels, which is right next door, they're gone. They just went out.
I heard that my mom actually told me that. Um,
Crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, it's such a shame. But yeah, so it's really cool to see something like this and kind of promote it. And small business is a big thing. So you know what, I'm the if have you ever been to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash in Red Bank?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so we do. This is for Brightside, but I usually work for the podcasting company that they do a shared universe, which is through all them. So
Yeah,
kind of
they should. I
kind
kind
of
of know about that because they have a studio in Bell Works. I used to work at Bell Works.
yeah, we're there. Yeah. So
That's
Bell Works,
awesome.
and then we just moved from Eatontown. This is Eatontown where I live, and right next door was where we used to be, but we just moved to Red Bank. So there's a studio in Red Bank and studio in Bell Works right now. So and then it's right
That's
by the comic
awesome.
book shop there. So the 25th anniversary is coming up in May, so they're gonna have a big thing here for the comic book shop.
That would be. That sounds awesome. I
It's a
mean,
good thing to cover.
I'm, yeah. I
Good thing to
mean,
film.
I'm. No, I'm a big comic book guy.
Mhm.
It's kind of slowed down in COVID, but when
Yeah.
I got to go to Comic-Con last October, and I was just so happy to be there, even though it was things were a little different,
Yeah.
but I'm I'm really happy that things are coming back, especially with small businesses, because a lot of people who are very close to me own small businesses, and
Mhm.
I've seen the struggles they've had to go through in this past year. So I encourage everyone I can to shop small as much as possible. Of course, I work with like tech and cameras all day, so that's a little hard.
Yeah.
But whatever I can, I try to buy locally and support because it's important.
Absolutely. Yeah. We always try to promote, especially on the podcast, promote all like local small businesses. Big thing. And even the Brightside Tavern, where we were going to be showing a small business, man, it's just one little
Yeah,
bar there, but it'll be a lot of fun, and we're excited to be live there. And Saturday is going to be all students, and then Sunday we have a bunch of other films, and we have a student award show, and then the regular award show. So
I'm excited.
2 weeks away. It's kind of crazy. It comes pretty quick. So have you been working on any other film projects or documentaries since?
I just finished editing a documentary. Um, it was my first film I worked on out of film school, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, it was a lot of footage, and I didn't know if my computer was going to survive, but it
Yeah.
did. So I'm very lucky. Um, I'm like transferring it right now over to them as we speak. So
Oh.
it's hot off the presses. I was away for the weekend, but I just let this sit and render. So now everything is going good.
That's good.
But yeah, I want to get back into it. I do a lot of. I'm just a really creative person in general. So when I was reached out for this project, they were like, "Hey, we want you to edit this documentary, but we're in Long Beach, California." And I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, that's no problem. I made a whole documentary during COVID. I know how to do a lot of this." And though filming Origin Story was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done,
Yeah.
just because of restrictions and stuff, I'm still really proud that I got to do it because it's a story I wanted to tell for a really long time.
Did you have so much footage, so much, and it's really hard to cut it down? And I was just talking to someone else that did documentaries, and they said hours and hours and hours of footage, and to cut it down to a short, not easy.
Yeah, I didn't edit Origin Story. My friend Micah did that. But
Okay.
now I understand his pain and his struggle because I my computer is like 500 gigabytes and my my editing file was like 300.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could run anything else. Like I couldn't even I had a Word doc open. I had to like close that. It was it was intense, but
Yeah.
it's
I I get that. I teach film in high school, and I'm always editing, and we have these Macs. They're 8-bit Macs when the program should be 16-bit. So
oh my gosh.
not easy.
It's definitely not, especially with when it comes to upgrading Macs with stuff like that.
Mm.
I know when I had my old Mac, um, I was able to upgrade like the storage, the RAM, because I could just screw drive it open. I can't do that anymore. I have to
No.
go to the Apple store,
Mm.
which I
Yeah.
don't like doing,
Yeah.
and physically kind of talk to them about it. But yeah, I mean, I always make this joke with my friends that a Mac has like a 5-year life expectancy,
Yeah.
and then afterwards it's like a goldfish, you know. You can't really do anything with it after 5 years. You can, but it's not like it's gonna do what you want it to do.
No, they don't. They don't really don't last. I just had a laptop I had to send to Apple. It was not fun.
Mm,
But yeah, they make it now where you have to send it to them, so
yeah,
can't fix them anymore. Like the old days, unless you get a PC, I guess.
yeah. I'm the only one in my office that uses a Mac. Everyone else uses a
Oh,
PC. So I feel like because I kind of deal with everyone else's tech problems, I don't need a PC.
yeah,
It's a little. I've been working on Macs for like a long time. I think it's also like a security blanket thing, you know?
yeah,
You
yeah,
want to do what feels familiar. I
yeah.
I was working on my boss's laptop the other day, and it's a Windows, and I was like, I just had a lot of questions, and so did he. So it was not the best time to ask questions, I guess.
I'm on a Mac right now. I got my laptop's MacBook. In school, we teach from Macs, so it's just the Mac world right now.
Yeah.
But that's what you're used to. So, and then we have Adobe Premiere that we edit from.
Oh,
So,
you teach your students to edit on Adobe Premiere. That's
do.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, they do, and I've been like killing it with them since like COVID times. It's hard to really teach film, so it's
Yeah.
like edit this, edit this, edit this. I said at least you get out of here and know how to edit. Like, so
We
I've been killing it
started
with.
when I was in high school on Final Cut Pro,
Mhm.
and though I started using Adobe for a while, I think they updated it where like you couldn't edit the bitrate anymore. So I would have these massive like 40 gigabyte files for these 30-second clips. And
Yeah,
I just wanted to like cry and sob in front of my computer. But no, I eventually figured it out. It wasn't easy, but
yeah.
nothing in filmmaking is easy.
No. And every year they upgrade, they update the Adobe, and they just move stuff everywhere, change names. It's like what? Like where is this? What is this?
There
Like
needs to
deep,
be
like
some consistency.
yeah, it's always something different. But they do fix things. If people complain and complain and complain, they do fix certain things, and like, oh, this works now. Wow. So, but yeah, we can't even upgrade. Like we wanted to upgrade the 2020 version of Adobe in school,
Mhm.
but it was so powerful that we stayed with the 2019 because 2020 just like kind of blew up the computer. We couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
So we're like, I said, I'm just keeping what I have because that's what works. If we go to 2020, you can't use these computers other than just an edit.
That must be tough, but
Yeah, no. Unless you get higher, better computers, and they're not going to do that now. But that is what
and
it
that
is.
costs money.
A
So
lot of money, a lot of money. So, yeah, some like even though you're supposed to work these programs on 16, and they're all eights, so it's like someone's got to buy a 16. But
yeah,
it is what it is. But yeah. So, have you? Are you going to put this in any other film festivals after this one? Is any other ones coming up soon?
I might. Honestly, I kind of submitted to this festival just because I wanted to, because I
Hmm.
felt like more people should see this story, and
Yeah.
I definitely want to submit it to more, but I'm also, I don't know, I get nervous. Like my last film, I entered in like 25, 30 festivals, and
Yeah. It's hard.
the
It's not easy.
rejection was
Yeah. Mm.
getting rejected from, I'm not gonna lie, most of them kind of really made me feel down about myself as an artist. And
Mm.
for a while I was like, am I good enough to keep doing this? So I would love to, but right now I'm probably going to focus on strictly festivals in the state
Yeah.
because I don't feel super comfortable traveling anywhere, and New York is the farthest I'll go. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's see how people like it at the festival, and if they enjoy it, I'll see what I can
Yeah.
do.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of New Jersey, and it's a New Jersey film and New Jersey comic book shop. So any New Jersey fest, they should want to screen it. So definitely, I know there's a few coming up soon. So uh, we'll see.
We'll see.
But
Yeah.
yeah, excited. We're 2 weeks away, so hopefully you can make it. It'll be a nice, easy Saturday. It's only student film Saturday, so it's not going to be crazy in there. And then we have an award show after that. Then we have an opening premiere like special at nighttime. But that's a couple films, and we honor some people. We give a little plaques to an actor and a filmmaker. But sometimes we do that on the Sunday. And we have a horror films at night, and we do like a horror set. But we decided to change it up a little bit. So, but we have films all day Sunday and award show. But we separate the students fest with the other one just because in years past we get a lot of student films. So
Yeah, I will definitely try to make it. I'm still hammering out my schedule, but I think I should be able to make it work.
awesome.